Yo, what up, carrots?
Well, that was probably a bad gif.
That was super bad, and if you want to, you should clip that. But welcome back. It's your boy Scotty. That's J Mac over there doing weird things with his hands and his mouth. But anyways, we're here for some stuff. We're here for some new stuff. This is the Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die, the official cinematic version music video, and this is Subby. This is DK and Sung Kwan.
Oh hell yeah!
Of the group. But anyways, I'm pretty excited for this. It's been a full minute since we've had like some 17 over here.
It has been a hot minute, and what a way to start off the year with some Blue and a subunit. So I wonder what we're gonna get. It also is gonna be cinematic. You know how Daddy loves cinema. So
you are my cinema. I could watch you forever.
Something like that. Oh shit.
자, 괜찮습니다. 잘 벗어나야 됩니다. 괜찮아요. 네, 일단 벗어날게요. 떨어져! 아우. 빨리 가, 빨리. 가야 돼. 가야 돼요.
This is like some heavy subject matter like coming in with.
Pro.
Man, okay.
Heavy off the rip.
Yeah, I was like, it's a zombie outbreak, and then I saw that, and I was like, I take it back. I will eat my words.
Man, well, let's see what else is gonna happen here, man.
Whew. All right.
하얗게 메마른 너의 그 표정에 한없이 멀어진 하루를 물을 때 대답도 없이 이어진 침묵이
Hold up. She wasn't in the car, was she?
Oh, is that who was in the car? I didn't get a good look at who was in the car.
I don't want to waste too much time on it. We're at 108.
Yep. That kind of looks.
So? Well, no, it looks like someone in a suit.
Maybe.
I think it might be someone in a suit. So I'm hoping that this is after, because if this is like one of those like love lost things, I'm gonna be a little.
I'm trying to cry tonight, but what happened?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I was in my no cry era of 2026. That's like a kind of like a PTSD look right there when the ambulance rolled by. So
yeah,
I'm hoping this is like after.
그토록 찬란한 모습들이 모두 다 어디로 바랜 건지 차오르는 감정에 너무 휩쓸려 버린 듯해 여전히 난 여기에 Still I love you without you 네 곁에서 멀리 나 홀로 깊이 falling blue 애써 너를 향해 뻗어본 손끝이 흩어진 물결에 너의 그 모습이 I'm blue falling in blue 난 그렇게 한없이 falling in your blue 새빨간 거짓말들로 괜찮다 웃어 보여도 이미 다 투명해진 내 맘 따위 네 눈에 흔적조차도 없겠지 Baby 내일이 난 그려지지 않아 더 이상 우린 어디쯤에 멎을까 Still I love you without you 네 곁에서 멀리 나 홀로 깊이 물결은 너의 그 모습이 I'm blue.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. No, it was her talking in the video. Yeah.
Oh,
Very fourth wall meta breaking there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is Kylo like doing that?
No, that was her calling out to him.
Oh, okay.
상현아!
난 그렇게 한없이 falling in your blue. 홀로 눈을 맞추고 사랑해도 했어도 You didn't come back to me.
With like the melancholy feel of this and kind of like what I'm seeing, like maybe I'm tripping, right? But I feel like all this was like after what's going on, either that or it's like a replaying of like a memory. But I feel like with how sad and kind of like brutal that the opening was, that this might be like a form of PTSD that he's going through, and he's kind of like he's real like this, because the song itself is like real pretty, but it's also like got like real melancholy sounding, and maybe him finally hitting maybe rock bottom, and then her coming to his rescue is kind of like maybe like the start of the rejuvenation of like their relationship, because maybe he's been shut off. I don't know.
Well, and so I think you're right on the money with the PTSD of obviously being in an accident like that, and then the car exploding. I can only imagine the thoughts that would go through your head in a situation like that. Like I should have been in there. All these different terrible things. But I think what's really amazing is not the real best word to use right now, but one of the amazing things that this video is showing too is not only somebody dealing with PTSD and the mental struggles, the being shut off, whole aspect of it, trying to go about your daily life, but how much it also affects your partner and the person that you're with, even in those so many unspoken ways. I'm not saying this is. I'm just using my context clues that I was taught in elementary school to put these pieces together in this video.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling like she also, obviously, he's dealing with that. She's trying to be his rock, trying to be there for him, but he's also obviously very standoffish and maybe isn't, showing her attention, fulfilling her needs. And she kind of notices a guy at work like that's showing her a little attention. So it is kind of a crappy little never-ending cycle of like, sometimes people need your attention, but I'm interested to see where the rest of this goes. But I think you're on the money about the PTSD thing, but it's showing both sides of like a relationship here too, which is very interesting.
Yeah, because I'm hoping from like this point on, like maybe there is like that rekindling of like, like, hey, the spark is here. Because it does feel like, they've kind of like fallen a little out of step. And that's when other things start to happen. But we'll see how the rest of this goes.
Yeah,
because there's obviously the want right there. Like, look at that right there.
Yeah, and the song on top of this is just so beautiful. The vocals, and I'm just like, I'm so invested in the story right now.
Oh, we didn't be worried. Okay.
왜 전화를 안 받아?
너 면접 보러 간 거 아니었어?
오직 메아리만 love you, without you, without you. 네 곁에서 멀리 나 홀로 깊이 falling blue. 이젠 돌이킬 수 없는 그 마음이 더는 외면할 수 없는
Uh-oh. Things would just be like that bittersweet conversation. Or just heartbreaking. Hold up. That's something in this?
Bro, I hate carrots. I hate vegetables. No, I'm kidding. Dog, how are they gonna culture up that like that? Oh no, no, can't do that.
No unhappy endings in 26. No unresolved endings in 26. What,
Bro.
like? Okay, first and foremost, whoops. First and foremost, very beautifully done. I'll give it that,
dude.
Hundi P, like very, very beautiful, very moving. Again, melancholy. Like you can tell, like that they kind of like fell out of step together, right? That they're like, it's not what it was, and really, the saddest part is like it's nobody's fault.
Yeah, man, that out of all the videos we've watched on this channel, there's over 1,600 uploads on this whole shebang we got here. I've never watched one that, like, dog, I felt so sad in that video. Like I felt that, and what's crazy is that was done, I hate to say it, so perfectly, and I hate it because it made me sad, but it was done so perfectly, capturing both sides of a relationship that's gradually drifted apart for one reason or another. In this scenario, most people, you're in relationships, you may break up because you guys aren't compatible or somebody cheats on somebody. In this case, they grew apart because of something so tragic and sad, bro. And like, and I know this is a real thing that people have had to deal with. I've dealt with horrible heartbreak, but not over something like this, with like in a relationship where you grow apart and she was his rock. All I can think about is, like, I care about, like, him now. Like, who's just gonna be his go-to? Because going through something like that, going through depression or PTSD, you need people there. You need a solid foundation. I just hope they can still be friends, and maybe they can still talk. But man, that was so sad, because also, though, you see how much it was affecting her life, like affecting like that interview, like to a point where it was like, okay, can't keep doing this, and it's sad, man. Fuck.
Yeah, no, like 100%. Like, it's done so well, and like I didn't expect to like get as invested into the song as I did. You know what I mean? Like, I expected to enjoy it, but it really took you down. Like, it was an emotional roller coaster. You started off with like almost like a, the end of like an action scene, and like the bystander, like you really say that the bystanders are there, and what happens when things don't work out. The best way that I could say it is like, this is, I think maybe the reason why we're latching onto it so hard is because it's like the most realistic version of like a love story that's kind of gone, kind of like run its course. Maybe they can find their way back to each other, who knows. But the heaviest part of it is at the end, when it's just pure silence, because just by looking at each other, you know, like what they're saying, like with their eyes. She like, you know, she puts his hands down, she turns away, and then he did the stoic thing, right, where he waited for her to like walk off before he like let his emotions out. And the
Yeah.
most realistic part of it too was the fact that he didn't even chase after her, like he just walked his other way. Like they knew, he knew, she knew. But I really, really, really was hoping for some reconciliation. But you know, the opposite of blue on the color wheel is orange. Maybe we'll get a follow up and we'll get that happy ending that we've been looking for. So who knows?
Well, possibly. So again, I looked up a little background here. So again, this is DK and Sankwan. This is their debut as a subunit together. Their subunit is called Me Voice, and this is the title track on their debut mini album Night Song. So I wonder if we are going to get maybe a follow-up to this, since it is their own kind of new subunit outside of things. So maybe we get to continue on the story. But they what I'm reading here is they created the group together. Obviously they're from 17. They're 17 is a massive power group,
Right.
but since they have such great ballad type voices, that's what this song is for. And boom, that song was, I feel like we didn't talk about the song enough. The song was fucking fantastic, but the video had me shook.
we really did what the song is supposed to make you do, and it's supposed to make you like reflect on like the art itself. So just because we didn't talk about certain things doesn't mean we didn't talk about the song. But let us know in the comments what you think, how you feel, and maybe you're a forever optimist like me and you think that there will be a follow-up to this that will maybe have a happier ending. Who knows? I don't know. Let's figure it out together. Let's go on this journey. Anyways, look, I love you the most,
and we'll catch you on the next one.